Hello, is anyone here? Hi, Karuna. 1 second. Okay. Hello. Hi, Juhi. Okay. I might goof up a bit because this is my first time, so please allow for all of that. Okay, so brush lettering, I have been experimenting with it since last year, and after a lot of trial and errors, I am now able to do something like this. And here when I was trying this, I kind of did not space it properly, so I didn't have place for a G here, so I just put an apostrophe here. So anyway, so for this you can either use actual paint brushes, or these are Tombows brush tip pens, and I have these watercolor what is this, water brushes, yeah. Okay, so let us see how we can do that with just a pencil or a regular pen. And I am using grid marked papers so that it's easier for us to see how to frame the words. So I'm going to start with my simple handwriting. I'm not going to try a separate font or anything. So I'm just writing hello. Okay, I'm going to scribble it a bit. Okay, so right now this looks very messy. If you notice this, there are some places where the alphabet is thicker, and then there are other places where there is a very thin line. So what happens is, when you pull downwards, when you're writing, when your pen or brush comes downwards, if you apply a lot of pressure, this line automatically becomes thick, and when you pull it back up, this becomes thinner. So let me just show you this directly with this brush tip on this sheet. This is the tip, right? So when I put pressure and I pull down, it will be thick, and then when I pull it up, it will be thin. Thick and thin, thick and thin. So first let us try to achieve this with our pencil. Now I've already written this word. Let me see what places I pulled down. So I started this way, and when I came from this point downwards, it should have been thick. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to do a double line around this, right? Then this went up, and with this I came down once again, so I'm going to make a double line around this as well. Now right now it doesn't look anything like brush font would, so I'm going to color this space in. See? So we started with a simple H, and now we have this. For the E, similarly, you'll start from here. When you go up, it will be thin, but when you come down, it's supposed to be thick. So I'll draw a double line here. Similarly for the L, I'll do once here, and then once again here, and then for the O, I'll just do a double line here. And then when I color it, it will be slightly better. So for this particular word, I didn't pay much attention to how the words were formed. I was just trying to show you how to get the thicks and thins when you're not using a brush tip. Hi Archana. I was just trying to show you how to get those thicks and thins when you don't use a brush tip, so I'm using a pencil. Now when you're really careful about how you write, so for example, suppose I draw an A very carefully using the grid. So I'm doing an A here, and I do this, and then draw a double line. I can even make it thicker. Now this will give me a much better alphabet than I had up there. And practicing with a pencil will help you erase mistakes, so your finished product will look better. There we have the sorry. Similarly, so I'm drawing a double line right away before I move on to the next part, and then I'll do this. There. Now to get those scripty alphabets like this one, I think this is the one you saw. I think this is the one I a picture I posted a few days ago when I was making a list of generic goals I wanted for 2016. So what I did here was, normally if I had to write eat healthy, I would just write it this way. This is my normal handwriting, and before I show you this, you can even make this look like brush lettering by okay, the font is very small here, I should have written it slightly bigger. So just run a double line over the parts where you think the font is supposed to be thick. Right? So you can even convert your regular handwriting into something like this. Let me write the next part, stay hydrated, slightly larger. Okay, this is even more horrible than my regular handwriting. So, haha, this is not neat. I'm sorry, Karuna, this is not neat at all. Okay, so let me convert this into something like this. So this is where the pencil or the pen came down, and again with the T, and with the A, with the Y. So Y goes like this. So this part is down, then this is up, then again this is down. So I'm going to pull here, pull a double line here, and then H, Y again, D, okay, and the R you actually pull down here, and maybe a little bit can be thick here, somewhere here maybe, okay. And then A, D, E, and D. Is it visible now? Okay. And then it's just a matter of coloring it in. Whatever I have made into double lines, and I think it's easier to color with a felt tip pen. So this is a Smash pen which has one of the, okay, I'm not able to use autofocus on this, so if I keep moving the focus will keep changing. Anyway, so this tip is thank you, this tip is fine tip, and on the other end there's glue. So this is supposed to help you scrapbook on the go. I never used it for that. So what I'll do is I'll try to color this in. then here. It's just faster than a pencil, so I'm using this. And if you mess up, if the line kind of becomes thicker, that's okay. Visible? What happened? Same pinch? Okay, I missed that. I wasn't looking at the screen. What did Juhi say? Okay, I am distracted now. If your hand, okay, I'll show you what bad handwriting can do. When I wrote this before I did the double line, it looked bad. So I'll show you how that can work to your advantage. I guess there'll be no part 2 to this. Everything will get over in part 1. It's just that it requires a lot of patience, and since I have trouble with my hand, after a point it starts hurting, so I have to stop. There's only so much I can do in one go. So here is a regular handwriting converted into this. Yes, patience. Exactly. Okay, so let me try a messy handwriting. Okay, bad enough? Okay. Okay, this is bad handwriting. Yes, practice plays a big part, of course. But now you wanted to see what bad handwriting can do for this. So this is something that is not aligned. So here at least the alphabets were evenly spaced. Still not as bad. Okay. Then please show me what bad is, and then let me try to, take a picture and then make it better. Okay. So again with this, I'll now, since these words are bigger, I'll make the thicker lines even thicker. I'll do one from here and one from here, and as I'm going to color it in anyway, doesn't matter. And now I'll just fill these gaps. Is it visible? Oh no, sorry. So bottom line is, if your handwriting is messy, when you try to do this, it will turn out looking better. Believe me, try it. One word down, one more to go. Thank you. Okay, I guess I'll finish coloring this one as well. I think this one will be slightly thicker too, or not. Thank you. Henna, maybe I'll scan this and then delete the background and make it a digital sentiment. Or maybe I'll redo it. I don't like this T, it's become very thick, and the S is also very thick. Actually, since I tried this, I have been hand painting sentiments on cards also. So it's been a long time since I actually stamped something. I think I'm going to do my own sentiments from now. So all you need to remember from this is, when you draw the double line, just draw the second line where you know your pen has come downwards. So for any alphabet, when your pen is supposed to go upwards, there should only be a single line, but when it's supposed to come downwards, there should be a double line. And if you remember that, I think you're sorted. I think there will be a light thickness here also. And there it is. Whew. Too much. Right? Okay. I think, is there anything you want to ask, or should we? Thank you. Is there anything you want to ask, or should we call it a day? Okay, then try this. What's your name? Shorties 831. Should I write that? Lulubu. Okay. No, it's not tougher to do with a marker. I'll just show you how easy it is in comparison. So when I write Lulupu here, I had to first write it, then do the double line, then then I will have to color it in. But in case I'm using this, all I have to do is is it visible? Oh yes. That's it. But you need to practice with this. For this type of lettering, you can do it even with your regular pen. Thank you. So with this, for this type of lettering, you can do it with a pen, with pencil, with anything. For this, you will have to practice. It took me about 6 to 8 months to get the alphabet right. So I had to start like a child. I had to start practicing A's. I think I have the paper somewhere, but anyway. So I have an entire sheet where I've only written A's and B's and C's, so on. So you'll have to practice each alphabet individually 8 months, I think, roughly. Yeah. So you'll have to practice each alphabet, and then you will have to see how to connect one alphabet to the other. So with brush, okay, let me just try. I have a paintbrush here. Luckily, it's right here. Where are my watercolors? Okay. So I'm using this, the cheapest watercolor in the market, 60 rupees only. And brown is my favorite color. I always use that. So wait, let me just take the other side. Is it visible? Let me just take this picture. So I haven't practiced uppercase letters as much. So I only do lowercase letters. So let's say, so this is a 0 number brush. Okay, the thinnest one I could find. And this is a pointy nib. There are flat brushes also. I don't know what you call them. This one. But yes, Shorty, I'll write your name later. But I'm using this pointed one. So when I pull it up and then pull it down, it is, once you practice it, it is very easy. It's just that you should know how to hold the brush. So the brush is supposed to be held at an angle. They say 45 degrees or something. I have never measured it. So I just hold it the way it feels right to me. And just because, wait, let me just say, Has Shorty stuck around to see this, or has he gone? Anyway, so yeah, it's just about applying more pressure when you pull down and lifting the brush and keeping only the tip on the paper when you pull up. That's it. You're welcome. Glad you are still here. Any questions? Yeah, Shorty is famous now after this. Okay, share pictures. Yes, whenever you try, share pictures, and on Instagram I have the same handle. So tag me, show me the pictures when you try it. And those of you who have my number, send it to me on WhatsApp. You're welcome. Thank you all for joining in, and I will try to come back with something new next Thursday. No, it's not my job. I just do this for fun. You're welcome, Archana. Yay, you're welcome, Karuna. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.